Welcome to the official catch-up. It's another chat, and we're chatting with Roy Campbell of the Caledonian Braves, main media man of Cali Braves. How you doing, Roy?
Yeah, not too bad. Coping in these difficult times, but it's going good.
Yeah, I've been doing all these. I've been doing a lot of chats today, I must admit, and I'm really thankful for everyone that's getting involved. Hopefully, they'll keep going and people keep be interested and listening in. Hopefully, anything that beats this isolation, mate.
Yeah, I know. I know. I just want the football back, don't we? It's getting difficult.
In terms of yourself, I've liked what you've done. I've spoke to Michael Park, BSC earlier, and obviously he's had the players say, how they're getting through it with TV shows and whatnot. But I like I've seen your wee updates on basically the players, how they've got on this season and stuff. Really good work, mate.
Yeah, thanks. It's been good. The guys have been brilliant with me because a lot of the work we do, we're trying to get a lot out in the media side, and every single one of the players has been brilliant just to kind of get any sort of information out of them, put a camera in their face all the time at training. They're always at it, and they're brilliant. I think it makes my job a lot easier at how easy they are to work with, especially the coaching side as well. But they've been great in the past couple of weeks with all the installation and things. They've been sending me videos and in their house, and we're looking at maybe doing a couple of podcasts and stuff with them, just like half an hour long to see how they're getting on and things like that. So it's been great. Even just them going out a run, stuff like that. It makes my job a lot easier.
Has any of them done any of the challenges, like toilet roll challenge or anything like that?
Yeah, well, we got Big Jack McDowell did one for him, and then the gaffer was playing around with one, and I sneakily recorded it, and then I asked him if I was allowed to put it up because he didn't do very well, but he said it was okay, so it was all good fun. But I tried to get a couple of them to do it, but it just a lot of them were I'd asked to do a lot already, so but it's good. I was going to do it, but I'll maybe keep that to the players.
Should just try it, mate. You get you past it. I've been fortunate that I've been doing this since like basically lockdown, and it's kept me going. And it's always great to speak to the likes of yourself and some of the players in that. So, and I'm pretty sure, like, because of the ease of using Zoom and Skype and that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the lads are. There's been I spoke to Chris Dodds earlier at Genefield, and he's been in isolation for like 2 weeks now, so he'll be bored that he's not. So
I know. It's getting to that stage that everyone's just kind of getting used to their own house and staying in and not being able to communicate with other people outside the family. It's crazy, but it's good that we've got things like this that we can have chats. I know the team had a meeting last week, and it's probably good for them to kind of see each other again, even if it was over a computer, So there's ways of going around it, and I'm sure we'll all come out of this and better with technology anyway.
Yeah, definitely, mate. As for yourself, obviously we've spoken before personally and through messages and stuff, and I've often said, and it's the work you do for Cali Braves has been fantastic, and I think it's helped. I mean, I started a few things with a catch-up, and like see yourself, started things with Cali Braves and that, and I think the whole Lowland League and beyond's kind of taken notice that you don't need to have massive budgets to put out some content. Basically, it could be interviews, it could just be speaking to the players, getting their thoughts on something, get a wee graphic together. I appreciate not all the clubs know how to do certain things, but I think all in all, stuff like that's really helped improve the Lowland League's coverage and that side of the media side of things. All in all, basically.
Yeah, no, it's definitely important. I think we're just coming to this age where everything's on social media. Social media is going to be huge in the next. It's going to get bigger than it already is in the next couple of years, and I think you just have to start utilising it. And I think a lot of the teams have been doing really well at it. Even like Campbell Colts do a lot of stuff on theirs, and BSC's doing great work. So you kind of need to. I think you need to start getting into it before it becomes too big. And you're kind of left behind. And I think with us, we just decided that we needed to make a presence in the league. So that was the kind of aim for this year, just to kind of get ourselves out there, get ourselves more known, especially being the uniqueness of the club as well. As we've got the online. We're kind of. Someone said this to me the other day. It's like we're doing it backwards. It's like we've got the the online community, and we're trying to build the local kind of community. You know, it's strange to have done it that way. So we wanted to try and maybe lead in a way and try and keep that online presence as big as we've done. And I think because it's not only me at times that works in the media side. We've got 3 guys who work with us just now as well, which has been great. And we have always wanted to just try and do that and just try to kind of lead the way and prioritise the media of the club as well, because like I said, it's huge at the moment. You want to utilise it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's funny that you mentioned the sort of online thing first, because I think it was similar a wee bit. Not so much in terms of what Cali have done, but BSC were kind of similar, where they probably didn't have the fan base. I think it's been harder for them, obviously, because they never. Well, yeah, actually, use were playing in Annan as well, I guess. But Michael, he had his own sort of personal spin of likes of Twitter and stuff. And the last time I was at BSC a few weeks ago during the cup game against Kelty, I noticed there was a difference. There was a few BSC fans, a few scarves, a few hats about that weren't there last season. And me and Michael discussed it. But, I think the Scottish Cup run's done really well. I think people are starting to realise that the Lowland League is decent quality. You've seen some of the players that have came in, like the Cali Braves and other teams like Kelty, Stirlingshire and stuff and that. And it's only going to get better, hopefully. It's just a shame that, the situation's unresolved at the moment. We don't know what's going to happen.
It's crazy, but the league's a lot bigger than what I imagined it would be before I joined it. I never really took much interest in the lower leagues before, or the kind of junior teams, things like that. But since I've been in it, I feel like the lower leagues sometimes get a better kind of level of playing as like League Two. You know, I at the moment I'd rather go to a lower league match than I would maybe the lower leagues and the professional leagues at the moment. It's just there's more excitement in the games. Even if you go down to the bottom of the leagues as well, it's crazy. But I never thought about it until I joined up with the Cali Braves last year, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree, mate. It's like one of the things. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but I think there's more of a spirit about going to a lone league. Like, I think if you're going to like Cowdenbeath, maybe the fans will be separated in that, and you're only amongst maybe a Cowdenbeath fans, and you didn't get this sort of back and forth that you would get maybe, a Kelty or East Stirlingshire or.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've noticed personally that just being on the grounds, because that everyone will chat to you. You know, you'll get all the fans who'll maybe see me with the camera and stuff, and maybe ask me questions or say something or give me a wee comment or something. I don't feel like you get that a lot of the professional clubs as well, like when you go up higher the league. So that's been kind of refreshing for me to see just how committed all the fans are, and like the kind of the friendliness of every club I've been to they've been great. You know, everyone's been so helpful and stuff like that as well. So I think that's a kind of big up to the league that we've got clubs that are well run and good volunteers in them, that they're doing well in that aspect.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, it's funny you mentioned about the camera, because my first trip to Alliance Park, I think I had the laptop in the stand, obviously, doing my graphics and stuff. And I'm not sure if it was you, mate, but someone did put a camera in my face, and I was a bit peeved all the time because I was trying to work. So
I think that might have been when we were filming the last bit of the documentary. So that would have been the Chocolate Films guys that might have been doing that. I think I was up in the kind of filming tower at the time, so I don't think that was.
No, I was just I had a wee moan like, oh come on, I'm trying to work here, but great. Like, but in terms of what's going to happen next, obviously, I don't think it's in terms of Cali Braves, there's not going to be much in terms of where they are. But what do you think should happen? Do you think the season should be null and void? Do you think Kelty should get the title, Vale even relegated, sort of thing?
I don't know. I think it's harsh just looking at Vale's position, because they can still come out of it. I think you get that with all the leagues as well. But I think obviously Kelty deserve to kind of go up. They deserve to get the title. But then if you look at the Bonnier League, could also still catch up. I don't know. I don't think the null and void is going to work, because there'll be too many people unhappy. But I like everyone's been doing the suggestion of the top two should go up.
Yeah,
and make the leagues bigger for a year. I really like that. because you're keeping the teams who were challenging and probably going to go up. You're keeping them happy, and you're also keeping the clubs who are going to get relegated happy because they're going to stay in the league for an extra year and kind of get that second chance. That would be the way I would want to put it forward, but you just don't know how they're going to do it because they've not really come out and said anything.
A lot of people I've heard the discussion about obviously Bora Rangers. They were way ahead in the Highland League. They were given the title from the Highland League, but some people are. I've heard it a couple of times a day, but maybe it was they called it a bit too early. But I'm not sure I agree with that. I think I don't think football's going to continue, unfortunately. Whether if the SFA make a decision and just blanket all the leagues, including the Lowland League and the Highland League, I'm not 100% sure. But
I think the other thing that happens with the Highland League is that they don't have a relegation at the moment. So the only thing they really are deciding is the Championship. And if Bora are that far ahead, I'm sure the other teams would probably agree that they weren't going to catch up. So I think in the Highland League, they've kind of got a bit of an exception because of that. Because there's nothing to do at the bottom. But I think it'd be really unfair and Vale to consign them to relegation when there's a chance that they could possibly get out of it.
What would be even more harsh is that they were going to play Dalbeattie Star at home, and the game got postponed for I'm not sure what reason. But had they won that game, I mean, they would be level on points with Dalbeattie, and that would that would be even more harsh. There are 2 games in hand over Edinburgh Uni, so.
It's so tight. It was so tight at the bottom as well, and it's a shame that there's a good chance we won't get to see how it kind of unfurls at the bottom because it was becoming really competitive and it was getting quite exciting at the bottom to see who was going to end up going down. Because at the start it had looked like it was going to be Vale, but they brought themselves back into, and a lot of the other teams kind of dropped down a bit. So it would have been good to see how it finished. But I agree with you. I don't know if we'll see the end of this season, especially not until after the summer.
Yeah. West of Scotland, what were your feelings on that? The introduction of the West of Scotland League that's coming. Obviously, Callier and Motherwell, so you might have. I don't know too much of where teams are based. Obviously, a lot of them are in Ayrshire and stuff. But are you looking forward to the introduction of the West of Scotland League?
I think it'd be good. I'm from Paisley, so I kind of know about the kind of Ayrshire clubs and things like that. So I think it'd be good to see some of those teams because you get some big crowds. Like I know Arthur in the second division just now, and they're probably the closest kind of junior team to me. And I know if they get a decent crowd, then I think the fans coming up, it would be really refreshing to see them in the pyramid system, to see how far they can go. To be honest, because you look at how well Kelty have done this year, coming up from the East League, and their fan base has been brilliant. And you can maybe argue that a lot of the junior clubs, they're going to be the West League. They'll get bigger crowds than you'll see at Albion Rovers and other teams like that in League Two. So I think it'll be really refreshing, and it's going to be it's good to kind of add that extra competitive edge as well.
Are you a wee bit concerned? Obviously, we've seen the dominance of former East junior teams, even in the East of Scotland, like Bo'ness, but Kelty, Bonnyrigg coming into the loan leagues. Would you worry a wee bit about if Auchinleck Talbot came in and got into the loan league for Cali Braves maybe competing?
Obviously that could happen, but I think it could happen with any team, but I think you will find that in maybe the next 10 years you'll see your big junior teams they'll either be in League Two or League One, or they'll definitely be competing to go up. I think a lot of them have just been happy in their own league, and that's fine. But I think if you put them in the league years ago, you'd probably see them, a lot of them occupying the League Two especially. And I think, to be honest, I think it's more worrying for teams at the bottom of League Two. Your Brecons, Albion Rovers, teams like that. I think it's more worrying for them because even if they get past the loan league, it'll be them that'll be dropping out for them as well. So, from a Cali Braves perspective, I don't think it. Obviously, we want to. We've said for a while we want to try and push ourselves into the professional leagues. What maybe the West League joining that might be hindering us for us, but I think there's still every chance we could go in the next couple of years push for promotion anyway. So I don't think it would hinder us in any way, but obviously you're adding better quality opposition.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting. Obviously, I've seen we were talking about signings and stuff earlier, but like Cumbernauld Colts, for example,
Yeah,
quite new use. Obviously, the signings they've made recently, and they're saying that a couple of them guys are obviously staying on next season. They're looking like do you think you'll get that? Like the likes of maybe Strollers and Cali Braves and Cumbernauld Colts trying to do something, push for a title.
Yeah, I think you can see with the Colts, like the couple of signings they've made them been great. Like the boys coming down from Queen's Park, they're two great signings. I think a lot of the teams in the lower league and majority of teams in League Two would probably snatch the chances at them if they could get them. I think Braves. There's any chance any team can go and get players now, because the Lowland League's becoming that kind of. It's kind of attractive league now, and I think you'd rather, like I was saying earlier, I'd rather go watch a Lowland League game. I think you'd rather play in a Lowland League game, and a lot of the boys that play boys have maybe said that to me as well, that they kind of prefer the competitiveness in the Lowland League, when League Two at the time, for a long time it was just at the bottom league and there was no relegation, so it became a bit dreary, and the league just kind of went on, and after you knew you weren't going to push for promotion, the teams kind of dropped off. But I think that a lot of teams could look for. I think you get players on our team that could play higher at Cali Braves. Like Neil McLaughlin, I think he's definitely a player that could play at a higher level. And the fact he's came down to us, I think it just shows how good the league is, and what we were saying earlier. And I think there's every chance the next season, dependent on what happens with the promotions. So if it worked the way the two went up and you lost Kelty and Bonnyrigg, I don't know who would push for promotion next year. You just need to see in the signings, I think, because I think anyone could go for it next year if that was to happen.
Yeah, it's all interesting, really. If Kelty or Bonnyrigg or both would go up, I think it's anyone's, really. I mean, you look at BSC, East Stirlingshire probably as well. I mean, I think they've been unfortunate in a lot of their big games. They've probably not had the consistency there. Spartans have, before this, they were sort of hitting form again. So, I think for Cali Braves, like, I know I've been quite harsh with his defensively.
You're not the only one.
And I think you guys are maybe a wee bit short from the guys that he's had. Obviously, you had Rafi Christian come in for a wee while again, and Jean-Gay. Jean-Gay obviously been injured most of the season. Then you had Alan Reid injured, so you're a wee bit short at the back. Yeah,
no, I think you saw the difference when Reid came back in. Just even like when he came off the bench against Edinburgh, the line was just so solid, and it was crazy to see that how quickly it could change with him coming back. So maybe just that lack of experience maybe at the back, but I think there's been, although it doesn't seem like a lot of consistency at the back, there kind of has been at the same time, just where a lot of the boys have been kind of playing together. Losing John Gee at the start of the season was a big blow as well, but I think Reedy was the biggest one that kind of might have pushed his back a wee bit more, just because of the experience he was bringing to the team as well.
Are you like isolation at the moment, or are you keeping yourself in?
Well, I just keep myself in. I've not got the title of self-isolation yet, but we're all working from home at the moment, so everything's just kind of it's weird staying in the house, and it's like Tuesday and Thursday nights not been down at Alliance Park for training. I'm not really enjoying it, and then Saturday, obviously we put our game against Spartans up on YouTube on Saturday, and just sitting watching that on the telly just didn't feel right. We should have been playing them at Alliance Park, and we should be going down to Dalbeattie on Saturday, but we're not. So it's just kind of, I think we'll all get used to it eventually, but it's still a wee bit kind of surreal, just missing out on everything, not being at training. So tomorrow night, obviously, there'll be no training. It's just, you kind of think what you're going to do with yourself.
I did. I watched that whole game, by the way. I think I went to the shops like at half time, and I did watch that whole game.
It was a good one to put out. It was a good one. It was good. So we put out a vote, and the Dalbeattie 5-5 draw will be going out on Saturday.
I voted for Dalbeattie. Defensively, it'll no be a masterclass for both of the teams, but certainly the attacking football will be good.
No, it was a bit of a shaky kind of defensive performance from both teams, but there were some good goals in this game as well. I think I was looking forward to watching the back, and I've non-biased at all, but an offside overhead kick from Ross McNeil that was not offside. which I went to show the linesman, but I thought I'd better not at the time. But yeah, so it's technically 11 goals in this game, but obviously it finished 5-5.
So that's brilliant, mate. So are you? I take it are you still talking to the gaffer and the players? What are the spirits like? Is everyone just sort of taking it easy there now?
Yeah, no, I still talk to the gaffer and pretty much every day. He's been great this season, just with everything he's done for the media side, for me as well. And still, I've got a chat with the players just to kind of keep them going and asking them to kind of provide me with some content, because as much as I can think of content, I need some people to help me out as well. So that's what I was saying at the start. The boys have been great, and I feel I've got a really good relationship with them all. That if I did want to ask them to do anything, they wouldn't really hesitate. Unless I was asking for something really bizarre, but that doesn't usually happen. We've got a couple of ideas coming up that we'd like to put out, and it's just, well, it's going to be a good learning curve for us all. This just figuring out how you can utilise the content of a football club when the football club technically isn't running, and there's nothing going on. So it feels like it's going to be a really long summer, but hopefully we can kind of get it sorted.
One thing I do need to ask you actually is, see when you're messaging a player and you say something like, "Oh, can you maybe do a preview for blah blah blah?" Do they ask you if you want to ask them questions? Have you had that before?
If I want to ask some questions,
Yeah, like just to give them, you have to give them a gist of what you want, basically.
That's usually the norm. It's like unless it's like a post-match, pre-match interview. Usually, if I ask them for anything, they'll be like, "Are you going to give me the questions beforehand?" The gaffer's good at that. He likes knowing the questions before I get going. So I'll maybe give him a couple and then sneak a few in when we're doing it live, just to get that raw reaction. But yeah, that's just a normal thing. I think everyone wants to know what they're talking about beforehand. But I think it's better if they don't find out, because sometimes you get that good reaction from them if they don't know what they're going to say, which is sometimes good. But
So
yeah, that seems to be a thing that happens all the time.
I get that all the time. Even guys that I've spoke to before, they know exactly what I want, and they'll still be like, "Oh, what's the format for it?" And I'm like, "For fuck's sake!"
The guys are all good in terms of that, but sometimes I'll be like, "Right, just you start talking," and then they'll go, "No, you'll need to ask my question first." And I'm like, "Well, there's no question to it," but they're like, "No, just keep it." So, but they're all good. They're all good. Hopefully, the football will be back soon, and we can get cracking on with the Lowland League next year. So I'm hoping that will happen, and it'll be a good season obviously a good season for the Caleb Braves again. I think it has been successful in many ways this year. Mm-hmm. Even if we are going to finish in what is a ninth at the moment, even if we are going to finish there, we're still beating last year's points tally with a brand new squad. I think the gaffer's got a lot to be kind of applauded for in the way he's running, especially Chris as well at the top, just the way everything's gone this year, because it basically just started as a new club again. So you can't really fault how well the season's kind of gone for us, and I've definitely enjoyed it, and it's been a good year and good kind of experience for myself as well.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. I think that's what we're all missing, obviously, match days on a Saturday and whatnot. But no, I appreciate you speaking, Roy, and hopefully we'll probably next season now if it's not continued. But hopefully I'll speak to you again, pal, and we'll see how it goes. Stay safe, and cheers for chatting.
Yeah, you too, mate. Stay safe to everyone else, and hope everyone gets through this. Right, cheers, mate.